Must go! Anita must go! Corruption must stop! 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 Must go! Anita must go! Corruption must stop! Corruption must stop! Corruption must stop! Viva Uganda! Viva! Viva! Viva Uganda! Viva! Viva! Viva Uganda! Viva! 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 Anita must go! Corruption 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 must go! Corruption! No to 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 corruption! Anita must go!
We are fighting this corruption. Don't you see the injustices? Don't you see?
We are not armed fights. We are very peaceful. We shall not fight. We are not armed. We are not beating anyone. We are peacefully. We are raising our voices. We are saying not to corruption. We are raising our voices. Poor people. Yet the money they are supposed to be given is all stolen. It's all stolen by the known Arabic team. By the known Arabic team. We shall never be intimidated.
In this video, we can see some scenes of protesters who were arrested in the country of Uganda, just like what happened in the country of Kenya. The youth of Uganda are standing up and are waking to the occasion. They are protesting against corruption in the country of Uganda. So let's watch more of the scenes from this protest and we'll come back here and talk more about it. But before that, if you haven't yet liked this video, kindly like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the videos together.
Must go! Anita must go! Corruption must stop! Corruption must stop! Corruption must stop! Corruption must stop! Anita must go! Anita must go! Corruption must stop! Corruption must stop!
We are fighting this corruption. Don't you see the injustices?
We shall not fight. We are not armed. We are not beating anyone. We are peacefully. We are raising our voices. We are saying not to corruption. Yet the money they are supposed to be given is all stolen. It's all stolen by the known Arabic team. By the known Arabic team. We shall never be intimidated.
Let the guy what? Let the guy what? Let the guy
all the impurities, not corruption in our country.
Thomas, a youth activist and political leader and member of the East African Gen Z Uganda chapter, we lodged a complaint this morning at the Uganda Human Rights Commission, moving them to intervene and make recommendations and orders following Tuesday's peaceful protests by youth activists, who included both male and female, but we saw them being brutally arrested, beaten, and their rights, thus abusing their rights, liberties and freedoms. We've therefore prayed for a quick response from them with recommendations of halting the UPDF and military from involving themselves into stopping peaceful and unconstitutional means of holding government entities and leaders accountable. We also prayed that they make an immediate order for the release of all the arrested peaceful youth protesters. Also given the chairperson and members of the commission an ultimatum of 2 days, since this matter is urgent and they've just been looking without getting involved as a commission. Failure to comply, we shall turn up in numbers to peacefully protest in their premises.
Welcome back. So in this video, we saw some scenes where protesters in the country of Uganda were being arrested and then taken to the police station where they were being processed for the law court. Now, this happened in the country of Uganda. In a few weeks ago, we heard a similar news that happened in the country of Kenya, where protesters, particularly Gen Zs, took to the street and protested against the government on some financial bill that was to be pressed down the neck of the ordinary Kenyan. But the protesters took to the street and then demanded that that bill be scrapped, and it yielded very positive fruit for the people of Kenya. Now, a similar incident is now happening in Uganda. I think Uganda is a border town to that of Kenya. So they are taking a cue from what happened in Kenya in order to execute similar actions in the country of Uganda. Now, they have been mobilizing themselves on the internet just as the Kenyans did for over a month now. Now, when the president noticed that these people are organizing themselves, he came to address the nation and warn against them getting to the streets. And he says that anyone who gets to the streets is playing with fire. But people did not heed to it and then kept on and went to the street to protest. And the police and the army was released at vantage points in the capital city of Kampala in order to combat the actions of the protesters. But here is my take. I don't think this is right, in the sense that citizens have the right to protest whenever things are not going on well. Now, in this continent of Africa, where corruption is ravaging the land, I think should even be a monthly thing that the generations or the people in the country protest against corruption even every single month. Because whenever we talk about corruption, these parliamentarians keep on doing it, and there is no sign that they will change from their corrupt deeds. Someone engages in an act of corruption in a particular ministry, all of a sudden what you see is that the president will just reshuffle and take the person to a different ministry. How are you solving corruption with this kind of attitude? So it is about time that the youth of Africa take the continent into their own hands, because majority of these politicians are not in any way going to help better the lives of the average African. It looks like all Africans need to travel outside the continent in order for them to be economically freed. In Africa, we have political independence, but economic independence, we do not have it at all. We are still relying on aids and grants from the Western world. Some countries even have their entire ministry's budget being financed by aids from the Western world. And this does not sit well with a continent like Africa, which is rich in mineral resources. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button down here. Click on the subscribe button. Click as well on the notification bell. And I'd like to see you again in my next video.